Yo, what's going on? I'm excited to bring to you one of the most effective, safest, time-efficient abdominal exercises that I've ever found that will help you sculpt your midsection, burn fat in a very time-efficient manner with no equipment needed. This is a great exercise for abs for men and women. I just trained a client yesterday who was telling me she just had her third kid, and because of the stomach getting pushed out with the babies in there, the rectus abdominis separates and the linea nigra, the middle line right down here, separates. And men have this problem too when they have a distended belly and their abs start to separate. So this exercise is so unique. It's got so many benefits, and it helps work the abs from the inside out, where it pulls that back together, and you can build your other ab exercises will go better after you strengthen up the deep ab muscles with this particular technique. So here's what we got to do before I show you the exercise. And that is just get used to where your belly button is as you breathe. As you breathe in, your tummy should come out. And as you exhale, your belly button comes in. Breathing in. One more time, breathing in. That's called a diaphragmatic breath, because the diaphragm's up here, and when the stomach comes out as you breathe in, the diaphragm can go down further because the guts are all underneath it, and therefore it's advantageous because you can use a bigger percentage, if not all, of the lungs versus shallow breathing. So that's a diaphragmatic breath. All right, so just do 3 or 4 of those, and then as you blow air out and pull that belly button in and hold it. You're gonna blow about 3/4 of your air out, and you're gonna hold it and visualize that belly button getting pulled in, feel it, and then hold your breath. And then we're gonna do turns to the side like this with your arms up here. We're not turning the arms, we're turning the shoulders. So we twist at the torso with our breath being held and our belly button pulled in. So here's what it looks like. I'll just take 2 breaths. All right, this last one I'm gonna hold. Big breath in. And blow 3/4 of the air out. Hold your breath. Do as many as you can, many reps from side to side. Again, not turning the arms, but you're turning the shoulders, trying to keep your hips and your shoulders aligned. So you're turning everything, not just your arms. So if you want to really get the advantage, the benefit of this, do 3 or 4 rounds. You can take, if you want to take it to the next level and do some breath work, a la Wim Hof, you would take 15 to 20 belly breaths. And so you're saturating the air in your oxygen about this tempo here. Breath in the nose. The Wim Hof method is 30 of those. And then after 30 of those, you blow 3/4 of your air out, and then you hold your breath, okay? On the exhalation, then you do the ab exercise as many as you can. Now, if you do 3 to 4 rounds of those, you're gonna be able to hold your breath longer and longer. There's a big advantage to working your abs that way because you're working the abs from the inside out. And then also you're getting physical when you're in a hypoxia state. It's where your breath is being held and you're doing physical activity. That is an amazing exercise. Do 4 or 5 rounds of those, and each round you'll see that you have more endurance, you can hold your breath longer, and you can do more repetitions. It's great for your abs, for working the abs from the inside out with no equipment. It's great for your nervous system to do physical activity with your air out and you holding your breath longer and longer in each round. That's pretty much what Wim Hof is known for, besides cold exposure therapy, his breathing technique and the advantages of doing physical activity with your breath being held after 30 belly breaths with your air out is amazing. In fact, there was some Nobel Peace Prize winners last year on studying what happens to the body at a cellular endocrine hormonal level. It's very primitive, and I don't want to get too deep, but it really, really helps your parasympathetic nervous system. That's the nervous system that's responsible for your body resting and digesting. It's an amazing technique. The Wim Hof technique also, after you hold your breath with your air out after the 30 reps, the 30 belly breaths, and then the exercise, then when you take one big breath in, and then you hold your breath again with your air in your lungs, and then you can do the exercise again. That's really good for you at working the abs from the inside out for the reasons we said earlier, but it helps your sympathetic nervous system, which is that nervous system is responsible for your fight or your flight. I know that's a lot of information. The main thing is do the exercise by pulling your abs in, hold your breath, and go nice and quick, turning your shoulders all the way around and really ripping into your obliques here. And then if you want to go a little bit further into the Wim Hof method of breathing and the advantages of both after 30 belly breaths, both after blowing all your air out after 30 belly breaths, called the exhalation hold. That is an amazing thing. And plus, when you get physical on top of it, doing an exercise, that helps your parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for rest and digest. Then after that, take one breath in, big breath in, and then continue to hold your breath as long as you can. That affects and enhances and basically bulletproofs your fight or flight sympathetic nervous system. So there you go. If you got any comments about that, questions, comment below. I'll put a little video on the Nobel Peace Prize study that talk about the benefits of holding your breath with your air out after 30 belly breaths and the advantage of holding your breath again after one big breath in with your air in. It's an amazing tool. So I'm combining two things together there. I'll see you next time. Tell me if you guys like videos like this. Tell me what videos you do want to see. Hit me up with some questions on this unique oblique inner ab exercise or Wim Hof's breathing technique. I love you. You do have the power to change to make the rest of your life the best of your life. Woo!